We've just Ivan's just jumped into the chat. He's the guy sponsoring this. Ivan, I guess you jumped on to say, have you got some questions on time management? Because being a successful entrepreneur, if you don't manage your time properly, you're finished. And what I've found personally is I get lost in hours and hours, and I'm busy, but I'm actually a busy fool. I get to the end of the day, I think, what have I actually achieved? So I'm looking forward to you running down. But Ivan, have you got tips? Have you got questions for Abigail for yourself? You're a very successful entrepreneur in your own right.
Yeah, it's amazing. I've got no questions how to do time management in business. Tell us how to do time management in home and business together.
Right. It's almost like I paid you to ask that question, Ivan, which I didn't because we're authentic. But here we go. 888 formula. Right. You're good at maths. 8 times 3.
Yeah.
I can do anything you say.
What is 8 times 3?
24.
This is your 24-hour day. Let's, for simplicity's sake, divide this 24-hour day into 3 pillars. Let's imagine that these pillars are a sandwich. So pillar number 1 is the science. Science say that we need to sleep between 7 and 9 hours. So let's call that 8. Pillar number 3, society says that we should be working around about 8 hours. We're business owners. So anyway, let's debate that afterwards, after I've sort of given you the basic overview of it. So then what is left is the jam in the 888 sandwich. This is your life. Now, what I'm not saying is that the 888 formula is what you're aiming for. What I'm saying is that each of us at different stages throughout our life will have 3 different numbers. But we can't hack our sleep. We do need to sleep between 7 and 9 hours. So if it's 7, that's cool. You're carrying 1. How much do you want for your life? So this is the question. How much time do you want for your life? Do you need for your life? If you are having to commute, then that comes from your life. If you are working out, that comes from your life. If you are cooking the food, that comes from your life. If you are cleaning the house, that comes from your life. If you are any single thing, having a relationship, going on a date, phoning your parents, anything that's not work or rest is in here, which then makes the imperative to make the work as efficient as it can be. So when I work with my clients and we talk about the 888 formula, what we're doing is we're saying this middle bit, the jam, has to really matter. So how much time do you want to spend with your family? How much time do you want to work out? How much time do you really want to cook your own food? Make time. Do you really want to do some gardening? Make time. And then you move the time between the 3 buckets. So we've now gone from pillars to sandwich to buckets. Sorry, I jumped with my analogies. You move the time between them. And then also when your life changes. So if you start a new business, if you take on a new client, if you have a new baby, if you have a new relationship, the numbers will change. But once you understand whatever the 3 numbers are that make you happy, then it's very quick to spot, I'm out, what's out. And I will always stress to my clients, the sleep is your secret. It is your absolute secret weapon, because science shows us that emotions are higher when we don't sleep enough. So we make irrational, illogical, emotional decisions. And in business, that can be catastrophic. And in a pandemic like this now, that can also be, the end of a business, because you might just be like, I can't see how this person's going to become a client. I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills. I may as well just shut the whole thing down and that's it. Or you might sort of just forget to
get so beautiful. And I took, Kate Strong, the gold medalist for triathlon. I'm very much looking forward to a debate between the two of you, because she thinks that we don't need sleep. I don't want to speak on her behalf, but see, she's a superhuman. The woman is about to climb Mount Everest, swim the channel, and cycle across America. I hope she can jump in here, because I'd love to hear that debate. She's a superhuman. Most of us are just regular humans. We need our sleep. I can't focus without 8 hours. Ivan, how impressive was that simplicity and beauty?
Well, and the life is always on simplicity. And thank you very much for this. Now you've got me thinking here. What time do I stop? I'm one of these businessmen that I can easily get carried away and just keep going in the middle of the night. But of course, now I've got the balance from your 888.
The big thing that you have to think, there's two parts to this. One, how do I feel in myself? Do I feel happy doing what I'm doing, like living the formula that I'm living? Do I feel happy? The second is to remember, I reap what I sow. And it's so easy to forget that I can overestimate what I can achieve in a year, underestimate what I can achieve in a decade. This is one of Tony Robbins's most favorite quotes that he says. And if we are not making time for ourselves, for our families, for our relationships, that's cool. But understand, you will reap what you sow. Your child is never going to be that age again. Your partner is never going to have that feeling about you that they do right now. And who knows what's around the corner? Maybe the partner isn't going to stick around. I mean, so many things. And once you really, then you kind of go, damn. Work is cool, but we're not born to live.
You've filled my cup today. Like I resonate with every single thing you say, because I could work, and I have done 18, 19, 20 hours. And you know when I should know that that's bad news is Apple were criticized for treating their Chinese staff badly, for making them work 11 hours. And I looked at it, I thought, hey, hold on, I'm doing 14-hour days for like consistently, and who's looking after me? I'm in charge of me. So I really understand it. And I know Ivan is so busy. We can, when do we recognize we're busy fools? Do we need that big slap? Or see, the more that we are self-aware, that we should figure it out a feather. Sometimes I need that big clump in the face, and that's a shame, because can you give us any tips on being more self-aware of when to figure out when that feather's coming? Or is that too difficult? I don't know. You 10 sessions with you.
Awareness comes when it comes, which is the most annoying answer. But you're ready when you're ready. You get it when you get it. And some of us do need the punch in the face. Like rock bottom became my solid foundation. But it doesn't have to be for everybody. It just depends what your life journey is. And some people, maybe they start businesses and they're perennial business starters, and they will always say, well, I started my third business and it was so much easier than my first, because you know now what you didn't know then before. And so with all of this, it can be like a partner constantly saying to you, I never see you, I never see you, I never see you, I never see you. Okay, I'm fed up of saying this, I'm out. That can be the wake up. It could be somebody being ill. It could be yourself being ill. It could be a pain that you just can't get rid of. And in the end, you're like, this is ridiculous, this pain. I've got to do something about it. The body will always alert you. But the thing with like my near-death experience was really dramatic. Like I waited so long to actually listen to myself and reconnect to myself that I almost died from it. So I would never say to anybody, health is wealth, and you get it when you get it.
You know what's so powerful?
Constant education, constant learning, going like this kind of event, listening to people, learning from reading books, and also having this optimistic thing of, I wonder if this could be easier. Maybe am I making this harder? Why do I need to work so hard? Like, it's not a badge of honor to say I work 18 hours. Nobody cares. And that's so, but they used to care in the 80s. They used to care. It was a badge of honor, but it's not now. What is a badge of honor now is to be able to say to people, my business runs itself and I can go do whatever I want right now. That is a badge of honor. Fantastic.